I've had this Moody Blues box set for quite some time. To our children's children's children. Very long title. I picked it up in the second-hand record shop in Greenwich. Now, I was on my way to the counter with some other records I gleaned, and I saw this up on the shelves as I was making my way to the counter, like I said. And recognised the cover straight away, because it is one of my favourite albums, probably of all time, probably in my top 10, at the 10 end, if you see what I mean. I don't really like any of the other stuff. I found an original copy of this in the charity shop, along with about 3 other copies of Moody Blues albums. Obviously knew somewhat what this one was going to sound like, but the others I didn't know. I played them, but no, nothing was nothing happening. This is just way more experimental and not so fluffy and cute. I was going to say, that's not the word, is it? But you know what I mean. It's just all a bit nice. That's what I'm trying to say. Get there in. So, yeah, and it was sealed and £20, and I thought, that seems remarkably cheap. Now, it was very. I can't get the lid off. It was all very difficult to understand, because this was on the back. It was sealed. Remember, this was on the back. It's a Japanese Japanese release. So I'm looking on here and I can't see anything. I mean, I can see it says UMC released and the date. But the rest, there's not a lot of hint of what's on here. So I'm thinking, if it's 20 quid, maybe it's all Blu-rays or something. No, I'm thinking I can only see one Blu-ray. Can see that at least. It says Blu-ray in brackets. And the others look like CDs. So I was a little bit suspicious. So there was that, all in Japanese. There was this sticker on the back. I kept this. That again is all in Japanese, although there was a bit more of a hint with a picture of what was inside, but not a lot of help. Wasn't there something else? Oh, yeah, there it is. On the back there, this was caught my eye first of all, this red sticker. And there was this as well, New Music Fridays, all in Japanese, and my Japanese correspondent wasn't with me, so she couldn't help. So I thought, well, for 20 quid, that looks like a bargain. And indeed it is, because this goes for quite a lot on the old FBay, if you can find it. So what's inside? That's what you want to know. So there's the lid. It's got the more artwork inside the lid. Very well done. And when you look inside, there's the usual sort of booklet that you get with these things. I've not really looked at it, I have to admit, but it's got some all the usual things related to the album. Some pictures of the guys there. I kind of get mixed up with Moody Blues, who plays what. I mean, you know John Lodge and you know Justin Hayward, but the other 3 guys, I've since learnt about Michael Pinder, because I just love his Mellotron work on here. The Mellotron keyboard, if you don't know what it is, look it up and you'll realise that it sounds like no other keyboard at that time anyway. There wasn't any sampling or anything, but the Mellotron was kind of the first sampler of its kind, because when you pressed a key, it played a tape of each key. Yeah, it's amazing. And I was going to say it's amazing that they didn't break down, but evidently they did, and would be terrible to tune, and they weighed a ton. But Mike Pinder, Moody Blues keyboard player, he seemed to get it right. Even his playing was a little bit more adventurous than the others. I mean, Genesis had one, yes. oh, you name it, they had a Mellotron back in the day. It was the keyboard to have. Got the other leaflet, which Japanese releases come with all the lyrics in Japanese, if you want to sing along. Now, there's 4 CDs and 1 Blu-ray, but the only 2 I've listened to so far, which I did the other day, was new stereo mix. Now, there's a lot of these about new stereo mixer records, and you listen to it and you think, okay, sounds a bit fresher, but there's not really anything that really wants you not to listen to the original. So I wasn't expecting greatness, but upon listening to this, wow, it sounds really great. It's really super clear, particularly the vocals. Now, one thing about this album is the production is very very woolly. It's very, you can hardly hear the drums. The drums are buried, which is a shame, but it does give it its unique sound, which helps with the whole experience. But hearing it super quality, it's great. I couldn't believe it. I was listening to it out on the balcony there in the sunshine, and yeah, I was thinking this is really, really good. So they're just in little sleeves, little plastic bag like you get with the Japanese releases, nicely pressed on the original, I think the original design for the Threshold. Yeah, they had a mauve one later with the squiggly bit. That's CD4, and they haven't messed about with it. It's just the original tracks, no extra tracks on here. That's probably making a lot of noise. So that was really good. Really enjoyed that. Gonna listen to that again as soon as possible. And the other one was CD3, Moody Blues live at the Royal Albert Hall. Yeah, again, remixed, new stereo mix by Stephen W. Taylor. Now, did he do the other one? I'm sure he probably did. Yeah, Stephen W. Taylor. I don't know who he is, but he did an excellent job, and it's better. It makes a change, not better. It makes a change not to see that usual guy's name on all these remixes. I mean, you just see his name remixed by, and you just think, oh, what again? Anyway, probably very good at his job. Worth a fortune, I would have thought. But anyway, back to the subject. Whoever Stephen W. Taylor is, I want to say Tyler. Stephen Tyler. Can you imagine if he remixed this? Well, that'd be interesting. Yeah, Stephen W. Taylor. Live at the Albert Hall. 14 songs. And there's only one from this album, actually. On is it only one? Pretty much, yeah, because I think this has only just been released when they recorded this. 1969, yes, so the songs were a bit fresher. They only did Gypsy as the first song. And it's great to hear the drummer. Is it Graham Edge? Oh, God, I always forget. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, so it's great to actually hear him playing the drums. Because I say on the mix, original mix, he's pretty much buried everywhere. Particularly on the new mix one, the first track, Higher and Higher. There's loads of drums on there, toms, and he's thrashing away, which you don't really hear on the original. Anyway, Moody Blues live. This is really good again. Great sound. The others I haven't got through to yet. No, I haven't got through yet. The original album remastered. See, I'm probably not going to hear much difference, but could be wrong. There's what is there? CD2 is some BBC sessions, and a B-side from a single. Yeah, BBC Radio 1 and an alternative version of Candle of Life. So that's, what was that, CD2? I haven't listened to that yet. And there's a Blu-ray as well of, what is it? Oh, live at the Albert Hall. Oh, is it the same as the recording then? Oh. Yes, it is. Oh, trouble is I haven't got a Blu-ray player. Oh, okay. Well, it'd be worth buying one just for that. It's my phone. Yeah, so the Blu-ray. Blu-ray's a different colour actually. Yeah, blue. It's not actually blue. The camera's showing it as blue, but it's more of a mauve. There we go. So that was it. Quite a bargain, and I haven't got through it all yet. I'll try and pick up a Blu-ray in the charity shop. Because you see, I don't know if you notice, you see DC player, DVD player, and Blu-ray players very cheaply these days. Pick them up for 30 quid or thereabouts or whereabouts. Right. Putting this back in the box, you can't see it, so it's totally boring. But yeah, there we are. That was bargain of the week. In fact, I bought it, brought it home, said to the wife, I'd like this for my birthday, please. And she said, but you know, you already know what it is. I said, yeah, I know. I won't be disappointed. After finishing that box set review, look at, perusal, whatever you want to call it, of the Moody Blues box set to our children, I thought, well, you might as well show the record as well. Hey, as we're on the subject. So there's the album version. This is the original version that I got for £1. Wow. Bargain of the year. In my local charity shop. Let's open that out. I've never really seen that open out. There you go. Get my hand out of the way. Get my hand so you can see out the way so you can see the hand. Yes. Oh, let's show the inside as well. I'll go on and on. There they are having a campfire somewhere. Trying to look like they're out in Red Rocks or somewhere, but it's probably Brighton. I don't know. Probably says somewhere. Anyway, yeah, £1 original. And it's in well, I say original actually, but looking at the label, maybe this was a second pressing, because this is got the darker mauve firework label, as I call it. So it might have been second pressing, I don't know. I should have looked it up, shouldn't I? This was the first one on their own label, I think, THS1 Threshold Records. Yes, I picked this up, as I said in the last video, with at least 3 of their other albums in the charity shop for £1 each. So I knew what this one was going to sound like, although I hadn't heard it for decades. But the other 2, 3, I listened to, and they just didn't do it for me. As I said, it's all too fluffy. So this was, and it's in such great condition. I don't know how it survived. 1969, is it? 1969, yeah. I mean, how it's survived in such good condition. Kept by someone like me, I suppose, who looked after it. But yeah, there's hardly a mark on it. Now, what I didn't know and what I didn't see before was it's got a little inner sheet as well. It's actually more goldy orange than what the camera's showing. Oh, yeah, that's more like the colour of the chaps there with the words. I keep forgetting that's in there, but look at that. It's in perfect condition. Wow. So there we are. That's the album version. To go with the box version that was released in 223. Just a moment. It was released in 220. No, I did it again. Wow. That was released in 2023 compared to the one that was released in 169. Yeah. Right, I better stop there before the whole thing falls apart. So there you are, great album. Always a pleasure to listen to. Yeah. Oh boy.